Yo! Icon pull Chris Webber. Yo, Vitality, man. You told me. Came through. We got it. We got to pull my dude, Chris Webber. Let's go is right. Let's go. Let's go. Chris Webber. That's our very first icon pull from the draft board. Tell you what, it was certainly a lot of fun to be able to pull that icon on the draft board, on the live stream even, and was even to pull a superstar earlier in the live stream if you check that out or were there. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. Let's talk about Rivals Clash. What did y'all think? How did y'all do? What pulls did you get? You see where we finished? 1,300 points or so. Rank 14, 17, which... you know, I kind of knew about where I wanted to get, and based on the rewards, you know, I figured that top 500 was going to be crazy ridiculous. Before, I kind of estimated that it was going to be close to 6,000, around 6,000, especially being that it is a new tier. But the fact that the tier below from 500 to 1750, the rewards were so bad that yeah, I thought that gap in that top 500 cutoff was going to be ridiculous, and it absolutely was. 6,700 points. Now, I guess kind of speculated that the reason why they did this was to try to get more people to spend money to get in that top 500. And from the looks of it, I would say that they were quite successful. They at least upped the cutoff quite a bit. And the reason why, I guess, I kind of think that is that I guess the people that score in the 501 to 1750, there's really going to be kind of two groups. One group that's really going to try to push for that top 500, and the other group that's really not going to care and kind of know they're not going to get to the top 500, so they're kind of coasting through Rivals Clash. And since they are so bad, since the rewards for tier 3 were so bad, that if you were one of those guys that were around the 500 to 600 mark, you're grinding, man, you don't want to waste the entire weekend for one single superstar. So it kind of forces you to play more, kind of forces you, if you're the spender, to spend more. And yeah, I mean, the results are exactly what I expected. I mean, look at this gap between 501 and 1750. 5,500 points. 5,500 points. Now that's even higher. The gap between 501 and 1750 is even higher than what the typical cutoff for the top 500 normally is. That's just insane. Big shout out to these people right here that finished 501, 502, 503, 504, and 505. Bro, I feel for y'all, dude. I feel for y'all, man. That absolutely sucks. These guys right here probably have the worst feeling in the world, because not only did they not get an icon dupe, even a base tier pro. Not only did they not get a base tier pro, but they didn't even get a single icon. I cannot imagine how much, if they spent money, how much time and effort that these guys put in to try to get to this top 500 mark, and to be 1 point short. I don't know. Let's see. 67.45 was 67.46. One single point. That's tough, dude. That is a tough way to go out, man. I totally feel for them. Because like I said before, when it used to be the same tier as a pro, that's not so bad. It doesn't hurt so bad. Like, you want to get the icon event card, obviously. But if you get the base tier icon pro instead, that's not necessarily completely heartbreaking. But to not even get an icon, to not even get a pro, to get one single card under you, whew, man, I totally feel for those guys, dude. That absolutely sucks. Let's claim our single superstar, though. I mean, we got one superstar. We got a Hakeem Olajuwon from the Toronto Raptors. I mean, I don't have it. I don't have many superstars. If you saw the video where we did those 2 ticket packs and 375 picks, no, 350 picks, I think we pulled a couple superstars, I want to say. Did we pull? I think it was a couple superstars and maybe 1 star. But the Hakeem, that's okay. I mean, we'll take it. So I guess let's talk about my results. If you saw the stream, that pretty much sums up all of the results that I had. All the good pulls, anyway. The DeAndre Ayton Superstar, we pulled that, I think, within the first hour of the stream, which was awesome. I mean, I'm a Suns dude. I'm an Arizona guy. I graduated from the University of Arizona. Both of those, DeAndre Ayton. So I much appreciate getting a pull like this. This definitely got me excited. I didn't have it recorded, and I wasn't recording, but getting that pull made me record, so that's why we ended up getting the Chris Webber on recording, which was the only superstar pull of the weekend. I guess if you count the 307 or 350 picks, the superstar that we pulled on that draft board, I guess you can kind of put it in with these results. I really don't know. I mean, that's definitely questionable because I hear that at least maybe supposed to be that in the events your pull rates are a little bit better. On just the regular quick game draft board, they're not quite as good, but it still feels we did just as good on the quick game as we did in Rivals Clash. But this only pulled 1 icon, which was the Chris Webber, which you saw. DeAndre Ayton, which was the only superstar, and this was my only star pull of the weekend. And then to finish it off, I actually pulled a foil, which I know it's just an elite card, but it's actually helpful. It's not a pro, even though I have like 7, I think, foils that are all singles. I don't have any pro elites. Adrian Dantley, I mean, I'm a little surprised that I pulled a foil. I think it's my first one of the year. I might have pulled an Epic Prime earlier this year. I can't remember if some of them I know most of them I got in the events, the flash events and stuff, but I can't remember if I pulled any of them in actual on the draft board or not. So with our 1,330 points, we ended up with 58 total resets. Now, I'm not counting the 350 that we did in that separate video on the quick game draft board. We're doing just the Rivals Clash stuff. But like I said, 58 total resets. That is 1 icon, 1 superstar, the elite foil or the 1 star, and then the elite foil that you saw. And I did pull 2 other elite cards. So I don't know. I mean, do y'all think that that's good? I wanted to kind of get a rough estimate on how many picks that actually took me. So what I did was calculate 1,330 points times 5, because I only did the 5 pointers. That's 266 games. I roughly estimate that I made about 85% win rate, which brings the total to 313 total games. Now, the ones that you lose, you only get 1 draft pick. We did have the extra game pick, the bonus thing, for 1 extra draft pick. So the majority of these were all times 3 for the wins, which means it's about 845 total picks, rough estimate, which gives me almost 15 picks per draft board, which, I don't know, that seems about average. There's 25 spaces on the draft board. 15 seems about average. If you think about it mathematically, your expected value that you should be getting should be more than half based on this type of scenario. So it doesn't feel like it's anywhere crazy, but that's close to 5 to 6 games every single reset. Just drags on. I don't know. For me, it just kind of drags on if you don't do it quick. But that is the results. I thought that was kind of interesting to, I guess, calculate how many total picks it took, how many per reset, how many games per reset, etc. So, yeah, y'all will have to let me know how you did. Did you get the event card? I am sure that I'm sure that it's possible for people to get the event card without spending. But goodness God, would that have taken a lot of time. That is a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours. I mean, even if you're 95% win rate, that is still an incredible amount of hours. But I don't know. Y'all just have to let me know how you did. Did you get the event card? Man, I still feel for anybody that came with, you know, that really pushed for that top 500. And if you didn't make it, man, my heart goes to you, dude. The rewards should be better for people that don't get there. They really should, man. If they don't want to make them, if they don't want to give you icon, you know, if they don't want to, you know, give the 1750 icon cards or those type, then move it back to the 500 to 1000. Then move it back to 500 to 1000, and then 1001 on to 1750 will get the tier below. But there's no way that a guy that gets 501, 6,700 plus points deserves to have one single superstar. That is absolutely atrocious what they did to the reward system, and what appears to me seem like only for a money grab. Only to try to get those people that want to compete for the 500 to get them to spend more money, get them to push even harder, get them to play even more to get the most money possible. But that's going to do it for the video. It's just a theory. It's just what it appears to me. Y'all have to let me know how you did. I will see y'all again very soon whenever the next event comes around, flash events or main event, whatever. Y'all take it easy. Stay safe, everybody. I'm out. Peace.